What's up, everybody? I'm Ricky Carruth, and I believe I can change the real estate world by sharing my experiences and mindset with you. Today, my message is billionaires have to make cold calls, so why shouldn't you? So instead of explaining it to you, I'm just gonna let Mark Cuban take it from here.
You know, when I bought the Mavs, we had no season ticket holder base. And so literally it was a matter of just putting a list of former season ticket holders in a white pages back then, you know, on my desk next to my phone and making phone calls.
You?
Yeah, me. Yeah, because if I'm not going to do it, how can I expect someone else to do it, right? So just get on the phone. Hey, this is Mark Cuban. I'm the new owner of the Dallas Mavericks. You know, I'd like to invite you back for again. It's not, though. This is my business.
But you can't get regular sales guys or something to make those calls once they get to a quarter. You're a guy that's a billionaire. You're making those calls.
But that's all, you know, and that's fine and good, right? Because everybody's got their own goals, right? But still, I didn't want anybody at the Mavs to be able to say, well, he's not willing to do the work, right? You know, if I walk around, I'm picking up all the papers. I'm not saying go get that picked up. I'm like, okay, that's trash. I'm picking it up. But in terms of speed of growth, it's really, you got to get that first customer first. And then when you get that first, what did you learn? Reiterate, get that next customer.
Now, Mark Cuban is a self-made billionaire. He bought the Mavs, and he immediately started calling previous ticket holders. He made the cold calls. Here we are, a self-made billionaire making cold calls. So my message to you today is this: real estate, life, business, everything is stages, right? Everybody has to go through the same stages. Cold calls is just another stage, but it's something that everybody has to go through. You have to go through that stage to get to the next stage. If you try to avoid a stage, try to go around a stage, you're just procrastinating your success, right? So go ahead and make the calls. Go ahead and bust through that stage so you can get to the next stage and the next stage and the next stage. Top producers see this, recognize it, and start moving to the next stage, the next stage. Another stage in cold calls and business is the fact that everybody starts out afraid to make cold calls. Afraid of the unknown, afraid to call strangers, afraid of rejection, afraid of this, afraid of that. The bottom line is that everybody experiences this, regardless who you are. So if you start out making cold calls, you are scared, that's a normal part of the process. Take it, run with it, enjoy it, right? Know that everybody that succeeded before you went through the same struggles that you're going through now, and this is just part of it. I've built my entire business from cold calling. I've been cold calling from day one. I never found an excuse not to make calls. I knew that it was the path to success. I knew that it was the path to me achieving the goals that I wanted to achieve, so I took it head on. I was afraid, I was scared, I didn't know what to expect. I just picked up the phone and started calling, started talking, started to learn how to communicate. I think the number one skill that people underestimate and don't realize that it's something that they need to learn is being able to communicate with people over the phone. I think that people go through the different phases and they just think that it's about a phone script or what you say or how to magically get people to do deals with you, but that's not the case. When you're making your calls, you have to learn how to communicate with people. It's a process. The more calls you make, the better you get at it. It's a chicken and egg thing, right? Everybody wants the skills to make calls before they make the calls, but you have to make the calls in order to develop the skills. So today, when you wake up and you're staring yourself in the mirror and you're trying to figure out how you're gonna succeed today, how you're gonna take your life to the next level, how you're gonna take your business to the next level, and you know in your mind, in your heart that you need to be making phone calls to achieve that success, but you try to figure out excuses around making those phone calls, remember this video, remember that it's something that you need to do, and do it for everyone else, your family, your friends, your co-workers. If you succeed, everyone around you succeeds, so don't be selfish. It's your duty to succeed, so go out there and get it. If you like this video and want to see more, click subscribe below, and we'll talk to you soon.